Besides being one of the few wrestlers to have won titles for both WCW and WWE, Bill Goldberg is a celebrity who has made a lot of money not only in the ring, but also through other jobs such as acting. But have you ever stopped to think about how this wrestling star lives? In today's video, we're going to find out all about Bill Goldberg's luxurious life, delving into the lavish mansions he lives in and the incredible and unique collection of rare cars he owns, as well as uncovering all the secrets of his great fortune. You can see all the details now. Born in 1966 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, William Scott Goldberg, better known as Bill Goldberg, is a very famous professional wrestler. Initially interested in becoming a soccer player, Goldberg won a scholarship to play American soccer for the Georgia Bulldogs, which enabled him to be chosen by the Los Angeles Rams in the 1990 NFL Draft. Despite this, Goldberg didn't make his NFL debut until 2 years later for the Atlanta Falcons, and eventually retired after a health problem. It was during his recovery that he saw wrestling as an alternative to American soccer, starting to train at the WCW power plant and made his professional debut in 1997. He then gained more popularity after an incredible undefeated streak in WCW in the late 1990s, which made him one of the main figures who helped wrestling become popular at the time. During his time in WCW, Goldberg won many championships, including the sport's Triple Crown. He was later sold to WWE, winning a World Heavyweight Championship in the early 2000s, becoming one of the few wrestlers to win championships in both WCW and WWE. After a long 12-year break from wrestling to devote himself to other things, Goldberg returned to the ring in 2016 and has since been involved in important events, but he himself has already declared that he will retire in 2025. And because of his successful career, Bill Goldberg has managed to amass a large fortune and can now live quietly with his family. Despite being a wrestling star, Bill Goldberg doesn't give up much privacy when it comes to buying a good place to live. One of the most luxurious residences he has owned, for example, is a beautiful 17-acre estate located in the Bonsall region in the U.S. state of California. Built in 1997, this charming 4,600 square foot residence is aligned on a mountain, making it even more imposing and unique. Inside, the ranch-style house has many amenities, such as a cozy living room with a TV and fireplace, which is next to a formal dining area with traditional wooden furniture. The chef's kitchen, on the other hand, has a predominance of clean colors, integrating a family room similar to the main one. There's also an office well lit by natural light, an air-conditioned gym for exercising, a billiards room for leisure days, among other things, such as 5 luxurious bathrooms. Taking a look at the property's 4 bedrooms, each has views of the garden. In the case of the master suite, you can see that it is even more spacious than the others, with French windows and its own fireplace for colder days. The master suite also integrates a beautiful bathroom with double sinks, a dark soaking tub and a glass shower cubicle. Heading outside, the property has a patio for events with a barbecue, and on the level below, there is a beautiful swimming pool, which features a lovely waterfall. There is also a spa area with its own TV, as well as a basketball court. The immense property also has areas for keeping animals, especially horses. It also has many trees that create a great natural environment for hiking, not forgetting that the residence is situated on top of a hill, which offers incredible views of the entire region. Another eye-catcher is undoubtedly the garage designed by Goldberg himself, which has enough space for 20 cars, as he is a great collector of vehicles. Without a doubt, this property is worthy of a great wrestling star. In 1999, Bill Goldberg paid around $1 million to acquire this residence, making it his main home for several years. In 2020, he decided to dispose of the property, selling it for $2.9 million. When it comes to real estate, Bill Goldberg seems to have a preference for living on large rural properties. He currently lives with his family on an incredible 150-acre ranch, which is situated in the town of Boerne, Texas. Taking a look at old photos of the mansion, you can see that it has a very welcoming classic design, which has probably undergone some updating since it was acquired by the fighter. In total, the main property has more than 9,900 square feet of space and appears to have cozy areas to relax in, such as the living room with a stone fireplace adorned with plaster work. In addition to this, the house has at least 3 more family rooms to gather in throughout its large structure. The kitchen also draws a lot of attention, with a beautiful period chandelier, counters for casual meals, and even a dining area next to another fireplace. The mansion is believed to have a total of 4 bedrooms, each of which overlooks the garden. The master suite, for example, has wooden beams on the ceiling and features a small private sitting area and doors that open onto the outside. The suite also has its own bathroom that exudes elegance, as can be seen in the sophisticated dressing table, the bathtub aligned with a chandelier in the center, or other architectural details. The place also has seating areas near windows that display spectacular views, as well as a large wine cellar, 6 bathrooms, a social area with a casual bar and a games and entertainment room, where there is another bar for get-togethers, and a media room with another fireplace. Outside, he has incredible landscaped grounds with natural beauty, exotic animals, and spaces to do whatever he likes, such as practicing with his firearms collection. There is also a beautiful lake on the property, as well as a leisure patio with a large swimming pool for when the fighter wants to rest from his work routine, which includes a separate spa area. There's also a shaded area with an outdoor kitchen with wooden cabinets, ideal for Goldberg to hold outdoor parties by the pool. In addition to all of this, one of the most famous parts of this property is undoubtedly the garage that the fighter built over 3 years to store his machinery, with himself taking an active part in the construction work. It's a 15,000 square foot custom-built megastructure that is often seen on Goldberg's YouTube channel. The large modern garage is surrounded by an asphalt driveway and has places for natural landscaping, which he says were pulled up by his cows. And to build this mega garage, the wrestler spared no expense. To give you an idea, Goldberg strategically placed 16 doors every 1.5 meters in order to exit from various sides of the megastructure when he needs to with any type of vehicle. The wrestler's garage also has its own car wash. Going inside, you can see that the place has ample open space to house the vehicles and, of course, move around without difficulty. The place is also well lit by sunlight during the day, but it also has LED lights on the ceiling to brighten areas where natural light doesn't reach as intensely. The garage also has an area with cupboards where the fighter stores tools, as well as large equipment such as elevators, so that he can have his vehicles serviced directly on site. But this megastructure isn't just for housing the fighter's cars. That's because, in order to maintain his athletic physique, he decided to build his gym on the top level, with all the equipment he needs. The place is used by him and his family and has 2,900 square feet of interior space. And he also showed a recreation space and a kitchen area, which had not yet been finalized in the project. And just like the part where the vehicles are kept, the gym is also open, something that Goldberg himself highlights as a quality for him. The price of building this incredible garage has not been disclosed, nor has the cost of the property. And although some real estate websites value the property at $3.7 million, surely with all the upgrades Goldberg has made, this place is worth much more than that. One of Bill Goldberg's greatest passions in life is cars, and it's no wonder that he has a collection of extremely unique cars. He has, for example, a YouTube channel called Goldberg Garage, where he is always seen with vehicles of various models. Among the cars that Bill Goldberg currently has in his garage are 1946 Willys Jeep CJ2A, the first civilian sports utility vehicle in history, valued at $15,000. 2018 Dodge Challenger, a modern machine valued at $40,000. 1959 Chevrolet Biscayne, a classic car costing around $41,000. 1967 Mercury M Series, considered a very rare pickup truck that cost around $50,000. 1970 Chevrolet Camaro Z/28, a vehicle that has undergone a long period of restoration, valued at $50,000. 1963 Dodge 330 Factory, another rare vehicle that cost an incredible $62,000. 1970 Dodge Coronet R/T, a car that can be purchased for around $66,000. 2020 Dodge Daytona SRT Hellcat, a limited edition car with a V8 Hemi supercharged engine that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds, which is valued at $78,000. 1969 Dodge Charger R/T 4-Speed, one of the favorites in his collection, which he points out was his first 4-speed car, priced at $84,000. 2021 Ram TRX First Edition, one of the most modern vehicles in the collection, costing $90,000. 1969 Ram Air 3 Trans Am, an elegant car costing $104,000. 1970 Ford Mustang Super Boss 429 Lawman, a beautiful blue-colored special edition vehicle with a supercharged 1,000 horsepower engine acquired at an auction for $132,000. 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, a muscle car that costs over $140,000. 1965 Shelby Cobra, a super performance car equipped with a NASCAR engine, which costs around $150,000. And 1973 Super Duty Trans Am, a high-efficiency vehicle that can cost more than $160,000. Going up in price, the wrestler has a 1968 Plymouth 440 GTX, one of the first convertibles Goldberg bought, which has been restored in recent years to meet his requirements. And because it's an extremely rare car, it's speculated that it could cost up to $180,000. He also has a 1969 Dodge Daytona, a revolutionary vehicle that costs $187,000, as well as a 1992 Porsche Turbo 911, a timeless machine valued at $194,000. On his social networks, Goldberg has also shown off a few other vehicles he owns, such as a 1967 Shelby GT500 worth $200,000. And these are just a few of the vehicles he owns, as his garage contains several other cars. As an established wrestler, Bill Goldberg has more than enough money to spend on whatever he wants. He is known, for example, for being a great collector of firearms, owning some very impressive models, such as a customized Raptor 2 pistol, which in its ordinary version costs more than $1,000. Another gun he owns is an FNP-90, which, depending on the version, costs up to $2,000. Goldberg has also been seen with an M60, a machine gun that costs around $6,000, as well as many other firearms, which he keeps safely in a safe. Bill Goldberg also likes to travel in style aboard modern aircraft. He has landed, for example, in what appears to be a Douglas DC-3, a twin-engine, low-wing aircraft developed by the Douglas Aircraft Company in the 1930s. In its original configuration, this aircraft can carry up to 32 people in comfort, having been adapted for military use during the Second World War. And this plane can be purchased for up to $700,000. As well as airplanes, he also likes to spend his time on the high seas on yachts, a luxury that can cost him a lot of money. In addition to being a great fighter, Bill Goldberg is a celebrity who knows how to make his money grow. As a host, he has worked on more than 20 episodes of Garage Mahal on the DIY Network, hosted the documentary series Automaniac on the History Channel, and also the reality show Forged in Fire, Knife or Death. In 2014, the athlete also started his own podcast, called Who's Next? With Bill Goldberg, in addition to appearing several times on Unsubscribed Podcast. As an actor, Bill Goldberg has appeared in some famous films, such as Universal Soldier, The Return, Santa's Sleigh, and Half Past Dead 2, in addition to having acted in some television series, such as NCIS, Los Angeles. Bill Goldberg has also invested in a career as a writer, having co-written with his brother Steve the autobiography I'm Next, The Strange Journey of America's Most Unlikely Superhero. Currently, social media is also one of the fighter's most important sources of income. He is very active on YouTube on his channel Goldberg Garage, where he has 135,000 subscribers, and also on Instagram, where he is followed by more than 2.7 million people. And he not only takes advantage of his popularity on these networks to promote his personalized products, but also to form partnerships with famous brands such as Dodger, WWE Games, Sports Betting AG, among others. And because he has such diverse sources of income, we can say that Bill Goldberg knows how to take advantage of opportunities to multiply his money. As a famous American professional wrestler, Bill Goldberg has certainly accumulated a large net worth throughout his career. It is not known exactly how much he earned as an American football player, but in wrestling, his salary increased as he became more famous. To give you an idea of the amounts, during the peak of his career in the ring in the late 90s, he had a contract with AOL Time Warner, WCW's parent company, in which he received $2.5 million annually, which made him one of the highest paid wrestlers at the time. And according to some rumors, this amount reached the ceiling of $3.5 million during his last year of contract in WCW. After joining WWE, it is not known how much he received at the time, but he currently has an exclusive contract that allows him to fight only twice a year in televised matches, which earn him more than $1.6 million. In addition to all this, in 2023, the Wrestling Observer newsletter revealed that Goldberg would have received around $2 million to perform in 4 matches in Saudi Arabia, totaling an incredible income of $8 million in a short space of time. In addition to earning huge sums directly as a wrestler, Bill Goldberg is a very lucrative personality who has exclusive WWE merchandise bearing his name and receives good profits from this merchandise. Now, considering the wrestler's other sources of income, his income increases considerably. It is speculated, for example, that he received more than $8.9 million for 6 of his films. And although it is not known exactly how much Goldberg's fortune is, some sources speculate that he currently has a net worth of $16 million. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel deals to satisfy your curiosity.